Robert Lettin. Welcome to Replace Your Paycheck. Behind the camera, as always, is our good friend Dino. The market's been a little squirrely lately, and we get some questions on this. So I want to address a little bit of this. Historically looking at this, and I know people always come up with, well, this time it's different. Things are different. So, well, yeah, they are. But things have been different and crazy, and that's the one thing they have in common since time has begun. But in relationship to the stock market, though, let's go back to like the 1900s. So that we know the Dow Jones average drops at least 5% at least 3 times a year. I mean, these are just given. This is what happens. And so we shouldn't be so upset that the market drops 10% at least once a year, 15% about once every 2 years, and 20% about every 3.5 years. So if you take that back to when I started here in 1987, this is what's been going on. And when I started then, the market was down, the 1,000 points, and now we're pushing over 50,000. So through all of the worrying and the angst that people go through every time the market drops, it rebounds and it comes back. And those are the averages. Those are the 5, the 10, the 15, and 20% drops. We know what happens, expect it, acknowledge it, and this is where portfolio planning comes in. If your portfolio is diversified around the world in different asset classes, it has never happened, actually, that all of the asset classes go down together. That's important because what it means is as you rebalance, you can take profits from those that are going up and buy into those asset classes that are going down. In 2008, when the U.S. market really crashed, the fixed income market was up, in some places up 8%, and Brazil market, unbelievably, I think it was up, a couple of 100%. So what do you do then? You take some profits out of your fixed income, buy into those asset classes that have dropped in value, and you take profits out of other markets like Brazil and buy into those asset classes that have dropped. So when you design a portfolio, each one of those asset classes are given a certain percentage, right, of the portfolio to give you expected returns over a 10-year period. So that's why we want to rebalance, because we want to keep those percentages the same to give you the expected returns that you want. So that's why we rebalance. That's why when one asset class exceeds the allocated amount, then we take the profits to get it back to that allocated percentage. So let's say it's 5% allocated to this asset class, and now it's grown to 10. So we're going to take the 5% profit, buy into those asset classes that have pulled back in value. What that does for you, automatically, every quarter is you're selling high and buying low. If you set this process into motion, what that does for you is it's historic. It removes all of the emotion from the investing process. Because this is how it works. This is what to do. If you set up the rebalancing automatically, along with your contributions and paying your bills, set all of this up on the system, the automatic system where it's done for that, then you can focus on other things. And it's great. So as long as you're expecting, right, because you can plan and you can think, oh, yeah, the market's just down 5%. Oh, the market's down 20%. Oh, must be its turn because it's been 3 years. So if we can get that kind of mental attitude with the right diversified plan, you're home free. So on behalf of Dino behind the camera and me, Robert Lettin, Thanks for joining us, and we hope to see you soon.